Welcome to AM to PM, a show where two guys talk about stuff that's fascinating to tens of people on the internet. I'm Andrew Monahan, a has-been from the first season of Big Brother Canada.
And I'm Pete Monahan, a two-time failed applicant to Big Brother Canada.
Hey Pete, don't make me cry, okay?
I make no promises.
All right. Tonight we're going to talk about the finale of Big Brother Canada 3. We'll talk about the upcoming season of BBUSA. It's the 17th version. They just released the new house guests. We'll also talk about twists and whatever else all of you people want to hear about. So, Pete, let's get started.
All right. BBCan 3 is in the books, and Sarah Hamlin, the Torontonian pothead, took home the crown. What do you think about it, Andrew?
I really like this season. I like the cast. I like the production. It was nice to see it on Global, the big station. But I got to say that there was too many twists for me. In the end, the final three, the one thing I was happy that with any of those final three winning. Typically, it seems like in all the U.S. and, well, in Big Brother, the one that we know, there's always someone who floats through and makes it, on somebody else's.
Which a lot of people would say Godfrey did.
Yeah, I know that, but I think that he played a really good game. It's a game that doesn't win anymore because Dr. Will's game doesn't translate to Canada, maybe.
Not that he was anywhere near Dr. Will.
Exactly, but you know what I mean? The not winning, but also what I think the good thing that he did was that he didn't have to win. He never felt the pressure. He did win the last one, so I wanted him to win. I really liked him. I liked I with blood on my hands and all that stuff.
He had great speeches.
He had great speeches. Although at the same time, people talk about it like it was amazing. How many did he have? 3?
Something like that.
Or maybe 2. But Sarah was happy with her winning. She played a very good social, strategic game. But let's face it, the twists with Brittany really dragged her along. I mean, I think that Brittany definitely was going to be evicted, but then that coup d'etat, the coup de twisters, coup de dumbass, whatever you call it, saved her, and then ultimately
catapulted Sarah along.
Absolutely.
Because they were thick as thieves
Thick
the
as
entire
thieves,
way
yeah.
through, and they rode each other's coattails. Yeah. I mean, even if you go back to the very beginning, the first HOH that Brittany won, they won together.
Absolutely, and then she was like, "I'll give it to you." So that was where Sarah was good strategic, where Brittany was like, "Hey, I don't want to be social with other people. I just want to hang out with her, and I'm going to be a comp beast." Whatever, but then Sarah was like, in the background, still talking to people, and I'm putting stuff in their pipes so they could smoke it, I guess.
Yeah.
I was happy with her winning. I thought Ashley didn't play a great social game, but she had 2 great alliances that really propelled her forward. I think.
Yep.
I guess starting with the chop shop.
People say social. What does that mean? You go around and talk to everybody? That gets you in trouble. She had solid alliances. She was in there with Will. If she was in the final versus Godfrey, she wins.
Absolutely.
I think if she's in the final versus Sarah, I think she wins.
Yeah, she's got a lot of friends in the jury. Right. So maybe that's not the right way to say it, but what I mean is she had 2 great alliances. She had a showmance, but then later on, so the pressure was all on the big meat shields that she had, of Zach and all those guys. But then when she had to win, she won. So I got to respect that. I like it when people win stuff. I know there's a lot of people say, "Hey, Big Brother's not about winning." You're right, except it is in Canada. You have to win.
It is now, absolutely,
absolutely.
because competitions mean so much, and that's exactly what we see bringing it back to the end with Godfrey. He's playing that game and saying, "I didn't have to win," but then all the people who laid it out on the line think, I did have to win because I then got evicted, so why should I give you the money?
Yeah, and then I think that comes back to about the bitterness. People just don't like being lied to, and they say, "This is not fair. I should have, you lied to me, and I'm not going to vote for you."
I don't think that's why Godfrey lost.
No, I know that. I just mean
absolutely.
In general now, this is the new Big Brother.
Yes.
Anyway, that's all we're going to say about that. So Big Brother 17 is just around the corner. We've just seen the cast. What do you think, Pete?
All right, so what we've seen that there's 14 new house guests, which is fishy on its own because in the past it's been up to this point, it's been 16. So obviously we're going to assume that there are 2 other players yet to be named, most likely captains of some sort, previous house guests.
Coaches, maybe.
Exactly.
14,
which I like actually because it sort of sets up a side by side. Maybe it's going to be men versus women. They're going to attempt to force a women's alliance, which has never succeeded in the history of Big Brother. So who knows? Maybe someone comes along. Who's it going to be? We have no idea. Let's quickly talk about some of the house guests that we've seen.
Yep.
They're all relatively young.
Well, I got to speak to the fact that the oldest person is 33. It seems like this is the way of Big Brother now. You don't have any Jerrys or Rennys. Maybe they'll be the coaches.
Isn't Jerry dead?
Jerry's not dead. We've established that. I think he's around 81 years old.
Yes.
Still loving the Marine Corps. And Rennie, I don't know. You better not! I don't know what she's doing. She's
She's adjusting her wig.
She's adjusting her wig in Nolans. But 33 is the oldest.
You actually checked the average age is 26 and a half.
Yeah, well,
which is the way it's been going.
Oh,
There's only one. So let's go through it. The youngest guy is Steve, the nerd. He's 22.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of 23-year-olds.
Yeah.
Jace, the surfer type adrenaline junkie.
Clay to Texas. He's the best looking dude. I'm sorry, I'm not.
He's the guy who played.
And I like him.
He played Texas A&M with Johnny Manziel.
Yeah. So.
and then we've got Liz, who is she's from Miami. She is a twin. I heard she has
a fraternal twin.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's fraternal.
Anyway, I've got to clarify that because I heard she has an identical twin, but then also Shelly, who is the oldest at 33, has a fraternal twin.
Okay, well
so
maybe that's
to clarify that.
Yeah.
So she's 23. Yeah. Then you've got who else? What are we talking about?
What's her name? The 25-year-old girl who's got a friend from Survivor.
Oh, this is Meg.
Meg. She looks kind of cute. I like her.
Interesting.
Then you've got. What's the 27-year-old? She's the only one with a child, Devon.
Yep, Devon, the poker dealer.
Poker dealer who comes from a religious family, but she's not.
We shall see.
We've got then the 31-year-old.
Oh, it's James. He's the Asian hillbilly.
He was served in the military as well. Maybe beast mode Asian. I don't know. Can I say that?
I said he looks like Donnie and Glenn from The Walking Dead had a baby.
I don't watch The Walking Dead.
He's a Korean guy.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
all right. Who else we got?
We've got Jason, who is he's the gay guy. He's the cashier.
How old is he? He's also
25.
Or he's 25.
Yep. There is. We're gonna totally forget.
Well, and then of course we are. But then we've also got.
There's Audrey, who is the transgender
person. It seems like this season because we've also got the. What's his name? Is a gay guy.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah, we've also got this pro poker player, Vanessa, who's also a lesbian. She's 32. She's made like $4.5 million. I'd be saying, she better not let that cat out of the bag.
That's
but
right.
I think people are going to recognize her because I think she's on Poker Stars.
Oh yes, I recognize her. As soon as she's not going to let slip that she's
exactly. Well, we'll see, but you never know.
What else are we forgetting?
But so to me, it seems.
Oh wait, I forgot about Austin as well. He's the wrestler who's the son of the Flower Children.
Peace. But his name is Judas Devlin.
Peace while I pile drive your ass.
Peter Brown's gonna love this guy. I don't know. Maybe he's not.
Maybe.
He's a wrestler.
Are we missing anybody else? See, we should have this listed here.
We should, but it doesn't matter. You know what's funny is it seems like and maybe
like Wizard Sleeve.
They're going off of Big Brother Canada, obviously with Gary, and then with Scott Boss last year. It seems like they're really reaching out to.
Well, there's also Caitlyn Jenner, which is big time.
Yeah, but it's
wonderful to see.
It is.
They're actually doing that.
I can't remember what is it called. LGBT community is really being represented well, which is great. Probably trying to really get really far away from season 15.
We also forgot about the rock star dentist.
Yes,
Johnny Mac.
Johnny Mac.
That's his name. Yeah, John McGuire. He seems like he might be extremely obnoxious or really funny or some mix of the two.
Go ahead and speculate mindlessly.
That's what we're doing.
Exactly.
I said a bunch of inaccurate prognostications.
Of course. Well, why don't we talk? So that's the cast. We probably missed some people. I'm sure many people forgot about me when I was first. I was the dad. But anyway, people say all this crazy stuff you don't know until they're in the house.
Absolutely.
So we'll have to pass judgment at a later date.
Yes.
But I'm excited.
Who do we think is going to be the two added?
I think if it's a guy and a girl, I think it might be either Zach Rance, which I'd love.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think maybe it could be Howard from season 15. I don't know why.
Really?
You know what I mean? I'm
only because maybe there's one black person.
There's no
usually they have two black people, but they do have two people of color, which is the standard MO of having.
And then for women, I was talking maybe Danielle Murphy from season 14. I doubt it. Besides that, I hope it's Rennie from season 10.
Yes,
but it won't be. Maybe it's Jeff and Jordan.
It could well be, but probably not.
It's probably Jesse.
No, actually, no. It's Brendan and Rachel.
Oh, that'd be awesome. They all seem to love the girls.
Oh, I could see it. I could see it being Alyssa.
But
I don't think it will be. But
I don't know.
We'll
see. We'll have to wait and see. We'll also see. People. I'm sure people are tweeting right now saying they're my favorite.
Oh, exactly.
Why? How do you know that? Based on a picture?
His shirt is so red.
Oh God! They photoshopped all the wrinkles out. That was me. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see.
And we'll obviously be talking a lot about this throughout this season of every very watched AM to PM
That's
show.
right.
Dr. Will had a Twitter battle with Big Brother Canada, claiming that our show is a weak version because we're too nice and the house guest pool is too shallow. Is he right?
I think I have to agree with Dr. Will. Obviously, he's right because Canada's 10 times as small as the USA, obviously,
Smaller,
so
yep.
10 times smaller. We are nicer people. We still got plenty of assholes, as you can see from Big Brother Canada. But they're not as much conniving, as much as they'll say, I'm going to steal
That's what
the
everybody
candy from
says.
a baby. You'll say that, but then when they get into that, I love this. I mean, Big Brother Canada 3, everybody was saying how much they love each other. I don't think I said I love you to anybody on my.
But the thing is that in the U.S. version as well, over the past however many seasons, there hasn't been as much cutthroat action as you would expect. That's part of the reason why they get a lot of recruits, which Big Brother Canada has had very few of those.
Yeah.
People who are recruited in don't know the show, and that's what they want. Because people come in who don't know the show, they say, "I trust you," and
you lied to me.
You lied to me, and they fight. Well, that's what the hope is. So
exactly.
they're going to make foolish moves. Whereas people who know the show are going to play it safe and keep it as smooth as possible. Try not to make as many enemies, which can be boring, which we've seen.
Absolutely.
And that's why they throw in a lot of twists to try and muck it up.
I know with me, I mean, I love Tom Plant now, but on my season, I couldn't stand him. The first few weeks, I was like, I hate this guy. You know, sorry, Tom, you're probably not watching, but
I guarantee
but everything, I knew the game, and so I was like, I'm not going to tell him that. But if I was a knucklehead who was more, younger, perhaps, maybe not such a massive pussy, I would have gone, hey, bro, you know what I mean? I would have maybe been more up in his face. Maybe. But that's not how I am.
Well, and also that's not how you win the game.
Exactly.
Because if you had done that, he would have then nominated you in place of instead of Anil, and you would have been gone.
Exactly. So, Dr. Will, you're right, but it's a different show. So
exactly.
It's also, a lot of people in the U.S. love Big Brother Canada because it's the same. It's the same format.
Yes.
All the other shows, Big Brother is just a popularity contest. Absolutely. And it's totally different. So he's right, but who cares?
But he wasn't very nice about it.
Oh, God, he made us all cry.
Except Alec.
And Peter.
Yes.
Big Brother has fallen in love with the twists, and this year, Big Brother Canada took it to a whole new level. Who knows what they're going to have on Big Brother 17? Twists never helped me on my season. What do you think about it, Pete?
Well, there are so many twists now because everybody knows the game.
Yeah.
And they need to constantly up the ante so that people don't know to expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
If they it's almost like they would be more shocked if it would just said, it's a regular week and
oh my God!
And the person you want to get evicted has been evicted.
Yeah.
Instead, triple eviction, instant eviction, God knows
coup d'etat,
all the different stuff.
Yeah. So,
dangling double vetoes.
I think the thing we have to understand is in Canada, that's the new status quo. I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Is twist. We coined it. I think it may have been me. I coined a lot of things that weren't. But anyways, I said it's twist by Big Brother Canada.
That's right.
USA seems to be following suit. The Battle of the Block we won't even talk about, but I hope they get rid of that. Sometimes like the button to hit the button to do the reset, the button. Sometimes that's cool. Button. They don't know how to say button. But that's the way it is. You got to go in there expecting that, but except for it totally changes the game. So this guy, say for example, what's the gay guy's name? The young fellow?
Jason.
Yep. So he says he's going to make an all-girls alliance. But if, like you say, if there is some twist and they say we're starting off as teams, a la the cliques or whatever, or with the coaches, if that happens, then that gets taken away because he's a guy. Even though there's a transgender girl and a lesbian, they're not going to say, "Oh, you guys are going to get to work together because this is a twist and you have to stick to that." But
at the same time, you can think about it. It would help someone out like Ian.
Yeah.
Ian came into his season. If he's there without the coaches, in my opinion, he doesn't win. He's probably gone very quick. But because he's given an alliance, which he would not have gotten otherwise, then he's able to use that intel to go to the other side, to create the quack back, go to the end. All that stuff helps. So, who knows?
Big Brother, you never know what's going to happen. So each season, they come up with these ideas. They say, this is the twist we're going to go. I'm sure they plan it to go down this road. They just hope it's enjoyable and entertaining, and we get some people we love, we get some people we hate. That's all I can hope for.
Well, and then they hope that they don't screw themselves and get rid of the 2 or 3 most popular players, because then they'll just twist them back in. There's a twist!
They bring people back?
Unfortunately.
So there are many fine, upstanding individuals who have represented Big Brother Canada, Big Brother USA, but I don't want to talk about those people right now. I'm going to reference some of the douchebaggery that exists in the social media world. We've combed Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I don't even know what any of these things are. There was a clear winner, and it's my old buddy from the first season of Big Brother Canada. It's Alec Beal, the Emperor of Douche. Congratulations, Alec. You are our douchebag of the week. So that wraps up our first AM to PM show. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. I know Pete and I had a horrible time. And we'll see you next week. Or maybe we won't.
We'll see if the avalanche of goodwill comes in, which we know will come from our lovely followers, people like Kat Van Zyl and good old Rainbow Monster. He's a mystery. We've got Cleo the Leo, and then all the fine people at the wonderful websites where you can go to get your live feeds. People like onlineBigBrother.com,
Yep.
BigBrotherBuzz.com, and of course Hamster Watch. You guys are doing great work. Thanks for all of the love and support. And we're doing thumb weirdness.
Oh, boom!
Oh my goodness.
Bye.